When he looked into her eyes, he learned the most important part of the language that all the world spoke. The language that everyone on earth was capable of understanding in their heart. It was love. Something older than humanity, more ancient than the desert. What the boy felt at that moment was that he was in the presence of the only woman in his life. And that, with no need for words, she recognized the same thing. Because when you know the language, it's easy to understand that someone in the world awaits you, whether it's in the middle of the desert or in some great city. And when two such people encounter each other, the past and the future become unimportant. There is only that moment and the incredible certainty that everything under the sun has been written by one hand only. It is the hand that evokes love, that creates a twin soul for every person in the world. Without such love, one's dreams would have no meaning.
Both of their stories begin centered around the fact that this love began 10 years ago, almost exactly to this date in fall 2008. Elle and Jeremy were attending UMass in Amherst, Massachusetts. As they told me, their relationship began as a friendship, but it was made glaringly clear in both of their stories that they knew it was meant for something more. Eventually, their texts and AIM chats, if you guys remember those, it became an in-person meeting spot, which was the halfway point in between their dorms, which happened to be on the opposite sides of campus. It was the UMass pond. These late-night chats by the pond or stroll through the campus helped entrench their strong feelings for one another. Jeremy would recall how much he loved Elle's funny introspections, noting at one point she asked, "But what if you were actually a bag of Skittles? Isn't life so weird?" Personally, it goes over my head, but it's probably the reason we all love Elle so much.
Cool.
Elle admired how easily Jeremy could challenge her to explore new things like movies, music, food, and even an opportunity to travel abroad. That supportive push encouraged Elle to travel abroad to Australia, where they both knew the distance would test them, and they weren't quite sure how it would be when Elle arrived back in 6 months. But sure enough, and this is my favorite part, the moment they saw one another at Logan Airport in Boston, as they both told me their stories, they both felt so certain it was the love that they were hoping and waiting for. If you could take away anything from these stories, in which I gladly did, the most profound thing I found was that their collective certainty in one another. They were so certain that they had found their person. And again, I'm telling you, they did not see their stories before they sent them over to me. And I suppose I'm not shocked at how closely they sit on the same wavelength, but I digress. This certainty has shown itself as a certainty in themselves, too. We've all watched you pursue your passions, in craft brewery, for one, and it has been a diligent pursuit. I'm sure I'm not alone when I tell you how impressive you both are when you put your heads together to accomplish a common goal. All in all, you show us true love. Elle, from this day forward,
Elle, from this day forward,
I promise you these things.
I promise you these things.
I promise to always be there for you,
I promise to always be there for you,
to laugh with you in times of joy,
to laugh with you in times of joy,
and to comfort you in times of sorrow.
and to comfort you in times of sorrow.
I promise to listen to you
I promise to listen to you
with compassion and understanding,
with compassion and understanding,
and speak to you with encouragement.
and speak to you with encouragement.
I promise to share in your dreams
I promise to share in your dreams
and trust you completely
and trust you completely
as we face all of life's experiences together.
as we face all of life's experiences together.
I promise to love you in good times
I promise to love you in good times
and in bad,
and in bad,
when life seems easy
when life seems easy
and when it seems hard,
and when it seems hard,
when our love is simple
when our love is simple
and when it is an effort.
and when it is an effort.
You are my best friend,
You're my best friend,
and I will love and respect you always.
and I will love and respect you always.
Elle.
Jeremy, from this day forward,
I promise you these things.
I promise you these things.
I promise to always be there for you,
I promise to always be there for you,
to laugh with you in times of joy,
to laugh with you in times of joy,
and to comfort you in times of sorrow.
and to comfort you in times of sorrow.
I promise to listen to you
I promise to listen to you
with compassion and understanding,
with compassion and understanding,
and speak to you with encouragement.
and speak to you with encouragement.
I promise to share in your dreams
I promise to share in your dreams
and trust in you completely
and trust in you completely
as we face all of life's experiences together.
as we face all of life's experiences together.
I promise to love you in good times
I promise to love you in good times
and in bad,
and in bad,
when life seems easy
when life seems easy
and when it seems hard,
and when it seems hard,
when our love is simple
when our love is simple
and when it is an effort.
and when it is an effort.
You are my best friend,
You are my best friend,
and I will love and respect you always.
and I will love and respect you always.
We are grateful to you, and that is why we're all here today. Jeremy, you may kiss your bride.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not appear, I will be here. If in the dark we lose sight of love, hold my hand and have no fear, because I will be here. I will be here when you feel like being quiet. When you need to speak your mind, I will listen. And I will be here when the laughter turns to crying. Through winning, losing, and trying, we'll be together because I'll be here. Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the future is unclear, I will be here. As sure as seasons are made for change, our lifetimes are made for years, so I will be here. I will be here, and you can cry on my shoulder. When the mirror tells us we're older, I will hold you, and I will be here to watch you grow in beauty, and to tell you all the things you are to me. I will be here. I will be true to the promise I have made, and just as sure as seasons are made for change, our lifetimes are made for years, so I will be here, and we'll be together.
Elle is one of the most passionate and grounded people I've ever met. When I see her smile and look at Jeremy, every single time I see them fall in love again and again and again, because it's so easy. Every single person who knows them can just see it.
So what I'd like to do is offer a toast to the new couple, these bees of the pod, as I call them. So Jeremy and Elle have a very, very long marriage, full of happiness and good health.
Again.